Oh, you're here. Good. I was hoping for company. You see, I've got stories, dark ones, chilling ones, the kind that keep you up at night. Mythical creatures, curses, horrors you can't escape. Shall we begin? Don't worry, I won't bite. Much.
Let me tell you a folktale that has been passed down for generations in China, one that every child has likely heard growing up.
Long, long ago, in the distant west, there lay a deep, mysterious forest. Birds sang sweet songs, streams flowed clear and gentle. It was said to be the last untouched paradise on earth. And in this sacred forest lived a creature unlike any other, the nine-colored deer. As its name suggests, this magnificent deer had fur that shimmered in 9 brilliant colors, blending together like a rainbow, dancing in sunlight. With a graceful body, serene eyes, and antlers that gleamed like frosted moonlight, the 9-colored deer was said to be born not of the mortal world, but of heaven's purest spirit, a guardian of the forest itself. Each year, when the first thunder of spring rolled across the skies, the other deer would gather around it, waiting for its guidance to migrate. In times of drought or flood, when the animals grew restless and afraid, the 9-colored deer would call forth water, bless the earth, and bring calm to the land. Every creature in the forest respected it, loved it, and followed it. One summer, a great disaster struck. Rain poured for days without end. The peaceful creeks turned into roaring monsters, and the once gentle rivers became wild and impossible to cross. Chaos spread. The deer, led by the 9-colored deer, fled to higher ground. Standing by a raging riverbank, it quietly surveyed the land it vowed to protect. Just then, a piercing cry rang out from across the river. The 9-colored deer lifted its head, alert. There, struggling in the furious current, was a man being pulled under by the whirlpools. His face had lost all color, and his cries were quickly fading. Without hesitation, the deer leapt down the bank and plunged into the violent water. Though the current roared and crashed, the deer moved through it like a gliding shadow. It swam to the drowning man and lowered its head, inviting him to climb onto its back. The man, barely conscious, clutched the deer's snowy antlers, and the two safely made it to shore. Collapsing to the ground, the man wept in gratitude. "If not for you," he said, "I would be dead. My life belongs to you. I will serve you for the rest of my days." But the 9-colored deer shook its head gently. Its voice was calm and kind. "I saved you not for reward, but because I could not watch someone die. If you truly wish to repay me, promise me this: never speak of me to anyone, not of my existence, nor of where I live." The man knelt and swore an oath. "I will never speak a word. My lips will be sealed till the day I die." He bowed low, and with one last look, turned and began his long journey home. He walked away, glancing back again and again, until the deer disappeared into the depths of the forest. But alas, who can truly predict the heart of man? Can a vow made in desperation truly withstand the temptations of the world? This tale of salvation had only just begun, and the tides of fate were already stirring. Not long after his life was saved, the man began his long journey home. Weary and soaked, but alive, he passed through villages and towns, until finally he neared the capital city. One day, a great commotion stirred the palace and the streets. Word spread quickly. The young and beautiful queen had awoken from a strange dream. In her dream, she had seen a deer unlike any other. its body glowing with 9 radiant colors, like the arrival of a heavenly spirit. The vision haunted her. Day and night, she begged the king for the deer's pelt, claiming it was the only way to calm her restless soul. Worn down by her pleading, the king had no choice but to issue a royal decree. To anyone who can find and capture the 9-colored deer, I shall reward them with gold, silver, and land. The kingdom erupted with excitement, and as fate would have it, the man who had once sworn silence laid eyes upon the royal notice. He stared at the lavish promise: silver trays piled with gold, golden trays overflowing with silver, and temptation gripped his heart. "All I have to do is tell them where it lives," he whispered. "One sentence, and I become rich overnight." The promise he had made, the oath of gratitude, everything shattered beneath the weight of greed. Telling himself it was repaying the favor to the king, he rushed straight to the palace. "Your Majesty," he cried, kneeling before the royal throne, "I have seen the 9-colored deer in the western forest with my own eyes. I know where it lives." The king was overjoyed. Without delay, he summoned his army, and with the man leading the way, they set out for the sacred woods. The sound of marching soldiers and neighing horses echoed through the forest, disturbing birds and beasts alike. High above, a black crow circled in the sky. Loyal to the 9-colored deer, the crow quickly sensed something was wrong. Spotting the soldiers approaching from afar, it darted through the treetops toward a quiet clearing where the deer lay resting. "Wake up! Wake up!" the crow cried, pecking urgently at the deer's ear. "The king's army is coming for you." The 9-colored deer opened its eyes slowly. Calm and clear, its gaze held no fear. Rising to its feet, its fur shimmered with divine light, and without panic or hesitation, it walked gracefully toward the approaching army. The king laid eyes on the deer and was struck by its holy presence. He raised his hand to stop the archers. "Wait," he murmured. "This creature is no ordinary beast." The 9-colored deer stepped before the soldiers and spoke, its voice gentle yet firm. "Your Majesty, allow me to tell you a story. Among your men stands one who nearly drowned not long ago. I saved his life. He swore never to reveal my existence. Yet here he stands, selling out the one who saved him for gold." The deer turned its gaze on the man. There was no rage, only sorrow. "Have you forgotten the promise made beneath the trees? A person must honor their word and keep secrets close to the heart. Not only have you broken that vow, you've led others here to harm me." The king's face darkened with anger. He glared at the man. "You dare betray a life-saving grace? Guards, throw him into the dungeon." The man collapsed, shaking with fear. But the 9-colored deer only let out a soft sigh. "I do not seek revenge. I only hope he understands that trust and conscience are worth far more than silver or gold. And if you, Your Majesty, choose not to see right from wrong and insist on taking my life, I fear misfortune may fall upon your kingdom." The king stood in silence, then slowly bowed. "O sacred deer," he said, "your mercy humbles me. I nearly committed a grave mistake. If there's anything you desire, say the word." The deer replied, "I ask for nothing, only to live freely in these forests, with the birds and beasts I protect." The king nodded. That very day he issued a new decree. The forest of the 9-colored deer was to be sealed off and protected. Hunting was strictly forbidden. From then on, the deer roamed in peace, guarding the wilderness with grace. Its story lived on, told from village to village, passed down through generations. and people came to understand true miracles are not found in treasure or power, but in faith, kindness, and reverence for all living things.